Cryptocurrency gaming has been going freaking bonkers recently. There's been so much growth in this area. We've seen Axie Infinity obviously leading the pack with so much interest, so many players, so many users coming into it. We've also seen some smaller market cap games pulling 10, 20, 50x kind of moves. It's been really, really crazy recently. Massive gains been happening. So in this video, I want to discuss with you the investment opportunity behind cryptocurrency gaming. My name's Lark. Every day I make videos talking about cryptocurrency investing, so if that's a topic that you would like to learn some more about, make sure you are a subscriber to the Lark Davis channel, that you are just gently tapping on the thumbs up button. Just gently. No need for violence here. And of course, click on the notification bell to know when to put out a new video. Now, real quick before we dive into this topic, every single week my team and I produce Wealth Mastery. This is an investor report designed for cryptocurrency investors. In fact, last week we talked about some of the top crypto gaming coins to have on your radar. This week we dived into the enterprise blockchain Klaton. We shared how to earn 19.4% APY on your dollars using the Anchor protocol. It's a step-by-step tutorial. Rect Capital dived into where Bitcoin is right now, looking at the big picture for Bitcoin. I also shared my cryptocurrency portfolio, every coin that I'm holding, how much I'm holding, why I'm holding it, what my plans are for those coins. Also, the latest token sales, the latest airdrops. We also interviewed the co-founder of Power Ledger and much, much more. All of that for less than $10 a week, meaning that Wealth Mastery is the most value-packed, at the same time, the most affordable investor report in the crypto market. Click on the link down below me here in the description where you can learn more about becoming a member today. Now, let's go ahead and talk about crypto gaming. It's been nuts recently. I looked at CoinGecko the other day. 9 of the top 15 trending coins on CoinGecko are gaming coins. That's crazy, man. Last year, we had the DeFi summer. 2021, it seems to be gaming summer. We are seeing a big amount of interest picking up in these cryptocurrency games, these play-to-earn games. But it's not just the games, it's also the pick and shovel plays that are going on here. So as an investor, how do you approach this? Where do you go to make money by getting in on the trend of crypto gaming? Well, there's a lot of opportunities here for you. It depends on your risk and appetite levels, and there's a lot of different ways to get into it. So let's talk about probably the biggest approach, the most sort of macro approach to investing in cryptocurrency gaming, and that is, of course, to go after the pick and shovel plays. So these are the different protocols like Engine that are allowing you to basically invest in all crypto gaming. Now, Engine, in case you're not familiar, they're the OG of NFTs and gaming. They've been doing NFT gaming stuff since like 2017. They basically allow you to make NFTs using their platform, and then you can actually bake the Engine token into those, so there's always an inherent value for the NFT that you've created. They also have a gaming metaverse that interacts like, 30, 40 games, something like that, where you can actually have an NFT that can go from game to game to game and look different in those games and have, maybe different use cases in those games or whatever it might be, but you can actually have this cross-game experience with your one NFT in the Engine multiverse. So if you wanted to have an investment that kind of covered a lot of different games, instead of trying to pick out which game is going to be the next big winner, something like Engine might be what catches your attention. If you want to go and have a safer bet on the entire gaming space, then why not look at a coin like Engine, the OG of NFT gaming? Now, in that same conversation, we could talk about someone like Wax. Wax as well, they've been around since 2017. They've done very big things in terms of cryptocurrency gaming. They've got a lot of games that they're working with. They've got a big NFT marketplace. So these guys have done a lot as well. You can see a much smaller market cap than Engine, for example. So potentially a bit more opportunity there for you. But if you want to go for the pick and shovel plays, you're looking at stuff like this. You're looking at the guys who are actually enabling the games to bring in these rich NFT crypto universes, right? We could also look at something like Efinity, for example. So Efinity is going to be a cross-chain NFT blockchain made by Engine, coming to Polkadot. So they're releasing the tokens for this on August 4th. So if you're interested in this one, do keep an eye out for it to come out to the market very, very soon. But this allows you to, you're investing in an NFT marketplace, an NFT infrastructure piece, right? So this is allowing blockchain NFTs to move across blockchains. So essentially, we're talking about a lot of gaming items. Now, it goes beyond gaming items. The Affinity blockchain, it's not just about gaming, but you could look at an investment like this as something, well, yeah, the more gaming takes off, the more cross-chain NFT transfers you're going to be having, the more something like Affinity or any of these other NFT infrastructure plays are going to take off. Now, the second way that you can try to capitalize on the crypto gaming hype is to actually purchase the NFTs themselves. Obviously, this is probably even more speculative than investing in the tokens themselves, but there have been some pretty extraordinary investor results from making these kind of investments. For example, Axie Infinity, you can buy land in that game. Now, last year, not many people were super interested in buying land in Axie Infinity, but some people did. Some people did. That land did sell. And that land, a lot of it's gone up 100x in value. So you can actually sell that land that you say, let's say you bought it for 1 Ethereum last year, it's worth 100 Ethereum now. There's big demand for this. And now, as we get more into the topic of individual games, I just want to mention real quick that there's a lot of games coming out right now. Obviously, everybody's seeing this trend. Everyone wants to capitalize on this trend. Just in the same way that when DeFi came out, everybody all of a sudden pivoted to DeFi. And when NFTs came out, all of a sudden everybody was, oh, we've always been in NFTs. Now let's get our NFT thing. Check this out. We're going to see a lot of games. We're going to see a lot of scammy games coming out. We're going to see a lot of people launching games that aren't necessarily scams, but just don't do anything. They don't get any users. The reason that Axie Infinity got so big is because people are actually playing it. It actually has users. That is the key point here. Any game will not be successful unless it gets users. Axie Infinity managed to capture the users. Therefore, they've captured massive value. So when you are buying NFTs for land in these digital games, or you're buying rare swords or characters or skins, whatever it might be. It's lots of different things here. Collectible cards, you could be buying Gods Unchained cards, for example. Some of those Gods Unchained cards. If you got some really rare cards in the early packs, those are worth quite a bit of money now. So, again, if you want to speculate on this, you have to understand that not all these games are going to make it. So you could buy a lot of NFTs for a game that never ends up getting any users. And those NFTs will be worth nothing. But if you get early on a future Axie Infinity, and you buy land in that, or you buy NFT characters for that game, then you're looking at potential very, very big returns by getting these early on first stage collectibles, buying the land in those games. There is a big exponential potential for return here. So that's another way you can invest in this whole crypto gaming craze, by actually buying the game items, the game land, the game characters, the NFT versions of, obviously, and speculating on the future price appreciation of those. It's a very speculative game, but a lot of people have made a lot of money off of doing that. And as I always say with NFTs, if you're going to get into NFTs, you should be buying NFTs primarily because you like them. So if you're buying Axie Infinity land, it's probably because you really want to be playing the Axie Infinity game, and it's actually going to have some kind of value to you. So if that it does go down in price, well, at least you can still use it in the game, right? But I know there'll be a lot of people just straight up speculating on this stuff too, and that's okay. Speculators are welcome. Just know what you're getting yourself into. Now, the third way to get into crypto gaming, investing directly in the coins. Of course. Now, this would be talking about buying the game coins directly. So Axie Infinity, they have the AXS token and the Small Love Potion, the SLP token. Those have both seen incredible price appreciation. Now, the risk here, obviously, in the same way with the NFTs, is that you're going to buy a bunch of tokens for a game that doesn't get any users. Remember, 9 of the top 15 coins this week were crypto games. Most of these games have almost no users. People are simply pushing up the prices, hoping that one day the users will actually come in for these games. Maybe they will. Maybe they will. And you'll get that next 100x. You'll get that multi-billion-dollar market cap like Axie Infinity has managed to get here. So that's very, 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 very real possibility. So just understand that if you're investing in the individual games, a lot of these games aren't going to make the big returns. But if you are looking for potential big returns, I do have a few names to throw out here for you. But just keep in mind that Axie Infinity, if you're chasing that right now, it's got a pretty damn big market cap at the moment. And look, Axie's had some pretty incredible rallies, but I personally would not be interested in jumping on the Axie Infinity train here at $2.7 billion market cap. I think it's a lot less interesting in terms of risk versus reward. Whereas if you had been paying attention to it 6 months ago, when we first started talking about Axie Infinity here on the channel, was a much more interesting time back then to get into the game and to get those tokens. Now, some ones that still have a lot more potential ahead of them, My Neighbor Alice. Now, this is one we actually mentioned in the newsletter last week. It's up, like 100% since then. I think it was around $6 or $7 when we talked about it in the newsletter last week. It's now up to $14. And look, I'm not saying, I'm some genius who can call out all the coins and stuff like that. You just see the trends going on. You see that these coins are going crazy. We're seeing a lot of price appreciation happening for these different gaming-related cryptocurrency. Now, My Neighbor Alice, this is one that I was lucky to get into the pre-sale for. I'm pretty bullish on this one moving forward. I think that it does have some great potential, but you have to keep in mind, if you're running out there and buying this coin after this big pump, the product, the game, is not going to be released until 2022. There's a lot of time between now and then for the game to, for the markets to go like this, right? So if you are chasing after these gaming coins, be aware of when the games are actually going to be released. Remember, the reason that Axie's so big right now is because the game has been live for a while and it's got active players demanding the tokens, pushing the price up. Alice, even though I think it's a pretty interesting game potential, game's not released until next year. So until you get that strong demand coming in from players, I think the price action is a little less certain for the rest of the year, because it's really going to depend on the ups and downs of the market. Whereas you can see Axie Infinity completely bucked the trends of the market. Everything else was looking whereas Axie was going crazy because people were demanding because they were playing the freaking game, which is how you win with a gaming coin. Another interesting one is Ethermon. Now, this is actually a game you can play right now. This is a lower market cap coin. There's lots of cool ones like this out here. So Ethermon's one of those battle games that you can get your monsters and battle them. They're actually working with Decentraland, which is the biggest NFT multiverse. So you can actually walk around and see these monsters in the game and then battle your monsters with other people's monsters, etc., etc. So, there's lots of cool little games like this out there. And honestly, there's dozens coming out right now, you're totally spoiled. I'm not saying to run out and buy Ethermon or My Neighbor Alice or anything. I'm just putting, some names on your radar so you can go out and, start looking around and checking out some of these different names. Maybe you want to go for a bigger gaming play. You want to go for investing in a metaverse, right? Decentraland is a great example of a metaverse that became really, really big. And you can see other products like, for example, Ethermon actually integrate with those metaverses. Wilder World is one that I'm bullish on personally. I think it's got a great potential considering how low the market cap is currently and the potential for that market cap to grow over time and to rise up to get maybe, to $1 billion market cap someday. It's one of those better risk reward plays, right? You're much better off getting into something like Wilder World at a $30 million market cap versus Axie Infinity at a nearly $3 billion market cap, right? The gains potential is a lot bigger. There's more risk, they haven't actually delivered the metaverse yet, et cetera, but the reward potential is obviously much, much higher. Now, if you do want to go through the game list here, you can go over here to CoinGecko and go into their coins and then click on categories. And you can come to top gaming coins by market capitalization. If you want to look through some of the more recognized games that have actually made it onto the list, you can come on down through here. Illuvium, definitely another one to actually have on your radar if you're looking for some interesting stuff to keep your eyes on. But there's a lot of them. We've talked about some of these on the channel as well in the past, like Chain Guardians, for example. That's also an interesting one. Seascape, that's Crowns right here. They're more of an infrastructure play for crypto gaming. So we've had a lot of these guys getting, there's also Legends of Crypto, which is not even on here, which actually is a good point that this list is far from complete. There's actually a lot of other games that have been coming out recently that aren't even on this list yet. So this is an incomplete list, but it actually gives you some ones to, take a look into if you're looking for some stuff. This is arranged by market cap, so you can come in here and try to find some of those lower market cap plays that might have a bit of, return potential for you. And of course, I would be remiss not to mention that you also can go out and play these games. You know that, right? You can actually go and play the games and earn either tokens or NFTs by playing the games. There's literally people who are making like a killing right now by just playing Axie Infinity all day. It's really happening. So you can do that too. You can actually just go out and play the games and earn the in-game items, earn the characters, earn the skins and the wearables and all this stuff. And you can also get it like that, so you don't actually have to go and plow all of your money into speculating on the tokens or the NFTs or the infrastructure plays. You can also just play the games, which is fun and also apparently very, very profitable. So those are some of the different ways that you can capitalize on the crypto gaming trend. I hope that this video has been useful for you, given you some insights, some ideas, helped you at least understand a little bit more about what is going on in the whole crypto gaming space right now. Anyway, those are just my two-way for the day. Your question: have you made any gains off of crypto games? Maybe you've bought the tokens, you bought Axie Infinity, for example, or maybe you've actually been playing the games and making money. I'm really interested to hear down in the comment section from anyone who's actually been playing the games and earning money by doing so. Let us know down below if that's you in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.